in that respect, they have a chance here.
Yeah, I think on the side of DOGSTER, it's going to be about trying to just run through all of the utility that NaVi has, right? Whether it's for the gene pools or for the Nani peeps, they're going to have to burn gadgets or maybe Sprout Wolves as well to tank the peeps. And that's going to be a limited amount that you have available for yourself. BlueStar on the side of NaVi, we did have some changes to Bounty as well, so first to 20 will win, but usually on Shooting Star, we don't quite get to 20 stars.
I'll be paying very close attention to that scoreboard, though. Wouldn't it be great to see in the first monthly finals, since that change in EMEA, that change come into full force and have a really epic conclusion? But so far, can't really say much to the epicness of this one, as there is just that blue star, and there is the Honey Molasses tanking there for the peep. But I think for DOGSTER, LOBSTER, they've got to keep that rolling in, exacerbate those gadgets along the way and ensure that when Kanan can get that pull to hand, that he can really land it at just the right moment, because there's so much against him at this moment in time. MMA, though, healed up. He was very low, about 165 HP earlier on there. So cutting it a bit fine, but so far I would say that in terms of positioning power, DOGSTER, LOBSTER are doing pretty well at holding themselves well in the mid. Missed pull from Kanan though, and that could prove costly. That's the first one he's had, and there's only 45 seconds left.
Yeah, not a whole lot of time, enough potentially. Cyclone low HP, but nicely done by his teammates, creating some space, making sure he can heal up. Now a Grom Bomb is available as well, but MMA does always have his gadget to jump away if need be. Heading into the final 25 seconds, DOGSTER, LOBSTER still a singular star behind. The hatchling's not really going to be finding a whole lot of value as the Watchtower from Tomsy tanks it up. And now a final push from DOGSTER, LOBSTER to try to get a kill and steal away this game. MMA is low HP, falls. That might just be enough as NaVi push up, try to get a trade. The pull connects onto Angel Boy, but he's the one that ends up going down. And
very cautious for the majority of that game. They didn't really give them much of a look, and it was those final moments that really did come in clutch, and that all-important pull that Kanan hit at the end as well really did make a big difference there.
Absolutely. Blue Star again going to be picked up by NaVi, giving them the early advantage and the advantage of defense as well. Let's see if DOGSTER, LOBSTER can bring it back as they did in game one. They do have a pretty decent mid-game so far, pushing them way back in spawn and getting quite a lot of tags. A peep is going to be available for Cyclone. He's not going to be popping it just yet. He's very low HP and he needs to be careful of any aggression coming in from Cube on the right side. It does have that supercharged shot, connects it onto Kanan. It's not going to result in any kills, but nevertheless some value here and there. A minute left on the clock, and NaVi are going to have to fend off all those attacks from DOGSTER.
Yeah, Cube's doing great work there, has got the amplified shot to hand, but Cyclone will also have returned to sender. That is a concern. MMA again going down to 180 HP, and that is definitely not placing NaVi into a good spot. Cube now low as well on the right-hand side, surviving on as a result of that honeycomb shield, but then on the left-hand side, Tomsy gets a very important pickup. The takedown of Angel Boy brings them 2 stars, 1 star ahead now. That could be crucial here as we go into the final 30 seconds.
Cyclone still sitting on his speed. Kanan has a gene pool as well. Final push starting to come in here for NaVi. And oh, that is a poor gadget from Q. And he gets punished for it a little bit too late on the trigger. He goes down. Oh, it's 3 stars in favor of DOGSTER, LOBSTER, Blue Star on their side as well. Another pickup from Cyclone on the right-hand side. And surely DOGSTER, LOBSTER should be able to defend here as MMA is going to get pulled as well and taken out eventually by Tomsy. DOGSTER, LOBSTER. First to me is going to be a direct reaction to the Carl, right? Trying to make sure that if he gets into a super, he's not going to be staying in one for long. Angel Boy does get the kill, but a quick trade from Cyclone. I'll have to be careful on the trades on the side of DOGSTER, LOBSTER, because if the Meg is up, has enough HP and damage to cause a lot of trouble in even 2v2. Let's see. DOGSTER, LOBSTER now have a bit more control. Some nice connections again from Cyclone, but he's low HP himself. Kanan did get fed nearly an entire barrel from an early aggression from Angel Boy, but he doesn't have it quite yet. And a play from Angel Boy, and that one goes straight into the net. NaVi was a wonderful start there due to an individual play from Angel Boy.
Fantastic stuff, really was. But remember though that Meg will have passive healing now in the turret form. Into the mech form, sorry. Pass over to Angel Boy. Potential here for a gadget if he wants to try to get behind this movement here from DOGSTER, LOBSTER, but playing it slow, just taking care of business in the backside there. Kanan's in a great spot here. Thomas as well. The flying hook could go in here. Not going to happen. Pass to the left, and now the ball safely away. And a bit of a miss there for me from DOGSTER. They were in a good spot, commanding position, but now low HP is going to force them back just a little bit. And Cube able to work around that wall so stupendously there.
Kanan does a bear now. That's going to help. But a nice stun from Angel Boy. Finds the kill, and there's no trade inside just yet. Cyclone will eventually find a connection. Cube is still up on the right-hand side, and even though he doesn't deal a lot of damage when he's not in his mech, he can still reset heals just the same. Cyclone has jump. Tomzy has super as well. There's also 2 supers for NaVi to try to fend off this attack. Cyclone is low, doesn't quite get his jump off. Angel Boy is going to be able to chain supers there as well. Claim a nice 2-piece, and with low time, there might be a chance for NaVi to just play it safe, play defensive, and lock in this game.
Well, Cube's got super now as well, but worth to mention as well that did also receive a nerf. The field of steel swipe is definitely not as strong as it used to be, but now with the positioning power they've got, 10 seconds remain, and DOGSTER LOBSTER are the ones that have got to make a play here. NaVi have got all the time in the world. They can put the ball into the corner if they want. Cyclone's got no super to jump on it, and it goes there. Not enough time. NaVi start to put something on the board, and that is a huge relief for them.
Seizes it and absolutely delivers here for NaVi at a moment where they desperately needed it as well. Let's see if they can provide this sort of effort again here in game 2 of Brawl. DOGSTER LOBSTER are going to be more cautious.
Angel Boy again cycling pass through from Cube, but Angel Boy's too weak to be able to contest it. Tomzy full HP, misses the shot though. That could prove costly, but the defense just off the line. Crucial for DOGSTER LOBSTER, but can NaVi still make something of this? Not going to happen. Tomzy on the right hand side takes down Cube, and that's going to allow a little bit more of a breathing space to push the ball forwards.
Angel Boy cornering up the ball, knows that early on they do need to be careful about how they approach things, especially if he doesn't have super to work with. Nice tanks from Cube onto Kanan, just keeping him low HP, trying to prevent him from healing up, and he does so successfully as well. And just straight up going to be feeding that bust super on the right hand side. Tomzy wants to go aggressive. It does pay off as he gets a kill, but it's quickly traded up by Cube. 1-on-1 now, but I'm not sure if Cyclone can really go for a play here. I think slow down NaVi in defense, but we saw how strong their defense was in the previous game.
Yeah, it's a chance to reset things out a little bit here. Cube very low here. Cyclone knows it, wants to keep the poison tapping in, but can't quite connect the shots. Kanan as well has got Bruce, but now the stun coming through from Angel Boy, who's absolutely been on a tear all time. Cycling in again, the jump just in time there from Cyclone, but that could have been a crucial opening there for NaVi to be able to capitalize on. Wasn't to be. Now DOGSTER LOBSTER have got a real opportunity. No goals on the scoreboard here, so if DOGSTER LOBSTER can secure something in this position, great slowing toxin there from Cyclone, really causing a stir here, but somehow NaVi are keeping the ball in their possession and able to work around the situation, and it just seems like no matter what DOGSTER LOBSTER throw at this, they can't bail it to a goal.
Overtime might be a problem for NaVi though, and DOGSTER LOBSTER are aware of this. Playing it slow might be a wise idea. Just wait up for most of the walls to open up as overtime comes in. Could be the difference maker. Angel Boy gonna take control of the ball. It's not really like he can shoot at anyone now anyways. Might consider cornering it up until he gets a super, or just pushing forwards instead. Gets his super now, there might be a chance to make a play. Can he get it? He goes for the shot, doesn't really line it up nicely there. Cube is low HP, big super from Tomzy, but he goes down. Cube out of the mech now as well. It's a 2-on-2. It seems like NaVi, they're gaining some ground.
Got hands to Cyclone there, did a tremendous job on defense, but surely now NaVi are all over this. Oh, he gets the ball! He jumps in, able to secure it. A second solid defense from Cyclone, but he's got no help, and that is the concern. A super shot here, not going to take any chances, goes to Cube.
And we're ready to start here as we'll be seeing Kanan on the right-hand side, Cyclone on the left, Tomzy playing more around mid, and the camera is starting to follow along now.
kind of like making mental notes as to where people are not playing Meg when it's not banned, because ultimately we've seen so much Meg play in Apex already today in places that you wouldn't normally see. But a great gadget there from Cube. Gets the takedown on the shores. It's beautiful stuff. NaVi coming together so well, and it's just Kanan left all alone. Great stuff from them, and you know, this is a very tough comp to make work. There's no doubt about it. But that opening stance there from NaVi, to me, speaks volumes.
It's a crazy start from NaVi, absolutely crazy. And I mean, it's the buster out of all of them as well to find that early value. Kanan is going to try to get a super of his own, as everyone has super on the NaVi side. Anyways, there's no supers to feed besides Kanan's. He's not really given any opportunities, and he's going to go down before he unlocks it. Let's see how round 2 is going to go, as NaVi have pretty much all the utility in the world to work with. Immediately a lollipop drop going to be placed down on the top. MMA is Envis trying to catch someone off guard. Just goes for a couple of tags and falls back.
So slower start now for NaVi. Lollipop drop there for MMA. Will keep that shielding, and he could choose to go there on the top side, but no longer, as the thing gets taken down by Kanan. It's looking better from DOGSTER LOBSTER so far as they start to keep this pinch coming in, but speed coming in there from Angel Boy. Cube going on the aggressive. TomZ low here. Big jump there from Cyclone, and they do manage to get a takedown to Cube along the way. It's now 3 versus 2, and the tides might be turning here for DOGSTER LOBSTER.
A bit of a missed opportunity from NaVi, I think. They started the round with 3 supers, and all they got from using all 3 of them was just feeding DOGSTER LOBSTER supers instead. Wise decision goes down to the gas to not feed NaVi. We did have some gas changes as well in the knockout percentage base, so not the usual 1K. Doesn't change much for Max though, but it is interesting to think about if we get to the later stages. So far, we haven't quite gotten there in a round.
We've seen again all that utility in the last round. For now, it didn't work out too well, but maybe it's second time lucky for them. Like to see something of an aggressive play from MMA and as well. Now, speed coming in from Angel Boy, and the pinch is strong. Great shielding there from Cube. A lot of damage coming down, and DOGSTER LOBSTER are bang in trouble. Kanan low, Cyclone low, and there, down goes another 3 versus 2 yet again. And now a sigh of relief as NaVi can hide behind this wall and just buy their time down just a little bit more. What a turnaround for them, as it looked bleak in that last round. But now they should have this one in the bag, but they cannot slip. If they do that, then this could be turned around still by DOGSTER LOBSTER. They're just going to buy down the clock, keep the control, and keep their HP high.
The max speed buster pool is a brutal combination here. Cyclone, he just has nowhere to go. Goes down. Kanan is next in line. It's going to be...
It's looking great for NaVi so far. I really do admire the way that they've gone into this and just chosen a really out there kind of idea, but it is working more often than it's not. But we have seen a few cracks there shown in DOGSTER LOBSTER capitalized. So let's see whether they can do just that again and get themselves a better start this time round and ease the pressure up a little bit. Angel Boy doing just that, pressurizing Cyclone, getting him down to 1,300 HP. Kanan as well, out of position here, has to jump away there. Just the nick of time, gotta go. But they're not out of the woods by any means at all. Again, another shielding the Cyclone, just keeping that right-hand side at bay, and that does alleviate a lot of the pressure. Great stuff from him, but again, I love to see how NaVi are being so aggressive, but overly aggressively so there. Angel Boy goes down, Cube incredibly low, ticks down to Cyclone. Fantastic start for DOGSTER LOBSTER.
I love this approach from DOGSTER LOBSTER. They pretend like they're gonna fall for the exact same traps that NaVi have set up. Instead, they bait 2 gadgets from Cubes. The gadget that practically won them the first set. Now he only has 1 to go, and DOGSTER LOBSTER is already up by 1 round. The hatchling's not gonna find a whole lot of value. TomZ though caught off guard, but MMA doesn't dare to commit. And TomZ nearly doesn't, but he will get away for the time being.
Flying Toxin there, not going to get much value there, just on Angel Boy, and Cyclone will need to do a little bit better. A little smile there from Cube as he probably is hinting towards that very idea. Speed though coming in there again from Angel Boy as well, as the smoke trails coming in on the top there from MMA. It's 1 takedown, 2 takedown, only 1 more to go. NaVi respond with aggression in a beautiful turnaround.
Yeah, NaVi as well don't really need to go on the hunt. They have 2 players with their brawler picks that, you know, will be able to reload their super without committing to any fights. They just passively get their supers back. So they'll have 2 supers to use getting into this one. And DOGSTER LOBSTER, they do have 1. Let's see if they can put it to good use, as NaVi is ready for some more aggression. Don't have any buster pulls though, and again, we did see how valuable that gadget was.
This is such an important round. NaVi claim it. There'll be a set ahead, and that is huge against the team which are really doing fantastic work at the moment. MMA trickling down 12 HP and does pop. The jumping from Tomzy, aggressively done, but Cube's able to hang on just a little bit longer. 3 versus 2, and that does give a huge advantage here for DOGSTER LOBSTER, as long as they don't get overly aggressive here. Just got to heal up, keep the control. Angel Boy, 240 HP. Surely just waiting for the gas here. Cube got done. Gets some value for it. Gets the takedown as well. Oh my word, it's a 2v2 now, and NaVi have got a chance.
Tomzy in trouble as well. He might go down to Cube. Cube loves that close range fight. Cyclone gets him low HPs at a 1v2. They're both low.
Wow.
It's gonna be Angel Boy. Meta picks to probably the 2 most meta picks when it comes to the most recent balance changes. Let's see how this goes down. Already Angel Boy aggressing the left side. Tomzy aggressive on the right as well. Is gonna get into the zone, but takes so much damage. Is forced to pop a gadget, and the swipe from Cube will settle that fight. At the end of the day, though, a couple more percentages on the top right are gonna be going the way of DOGSTER LOBSTER, but with Cube in the zone, NaVi quickly equalizing down.
What a start for NaVi. I mean, just going super on the aggressive. Some interesting lane ideas, not for what I was expecting, but nonetheless, it's working. And that's what matters. Tomzy now in a real difficulty here. Low HP and a 1v3. Everyone from DOGSTER LOBSTER in their spawn. And NaVi have just got to secure this zone. They can just go back and do the rest later. I mean, this is phenomenal. Completely not what we expected. And what a time to show it. They're in full control of this situation. I mean, DOGSTER LOBSTER are just all over the place at this point.
Yeah, this is looking like the beginning of the end for DOGSTER LOBSTER, as NaVi have double the percentage time pretty much than what DOGSTER were able to achieve, and it's looking like they'll just lock it in with MMA in the zone to secure it. The team captain to close this one out.
Losing to Foot Esports, big contenders, especially Foot at the moment in the BSC, and they are making this look easy. I hate to say it, but they actually are, and the draft is where it's really coming into full force. And that's probably, for me, a weaker of the areas for NaVi, but they've got to maintain it. That's the thing, and so far, so good on this right-hand side, keeping Tomzy at bay as Angel Boy on the left-hand side going in on Xiaku, placing down the oil there, and Sticky there as well. Sticky oil is showing its form, so the gear is in motion as well. Cyclone's stuck in between a rock and a hard place there in the mid and can't really move away or get away from the situation. But I feel at the moment that the momentum is very much with NaVi, just taking their time here, and that's never a bad thing.
Certainly not. Tomzy, low HP, slowly but surely resetting. It's looking much better than the previous game so far. Shaku building up a lot of control as well. MMA finds Tomzy on the right lane, and that means that now NaVi, they're able to start creating some more space, some more pressure onto DOGSTER LOBSTER. Shaku has flight as well, but he can't really commit. Is gonna try it, and there's no help onto Angel Boys, but he's dodging so wonderfully well. He might even end up winning that fight. He will do exactly that, and now there's a big weakness on the left-hand side. Angel Boy looking to abuse it. The flames will be connecting as well, but no need. Cube finds a kill onto Cyclone, and Cube has found his way into the zone. It's gonna go down, but 3% now in favor of NaVi, and seeing how defensive their comp is, it's a scary prospect here for DOGSTER LOBSTER.
It really is. Angel Boy, they stunned out. It's only 3% in it, remember? So if DOGSTER LOBSTER can just try to secure a takedown here on Cube and keep MMA low, drop the base there from Zek for that very reason, takes to the skies and gets some damage onto Cube as well. But Tomzy couldn't quite close the gap, does so in the end. But if Zek can get that takedown, he'll be able to land himself on his own, and they have done just that. In the meanwhile, Angel Boy is doing the same on the other side of the field. It's neck and neck at the moment between these two teams, but it is still match point for NaVi.
Couple percentage lead still for NaVi. DOGSTER, as their backs against the wall, need to aggress, but also make sure that their left side holds up and that their defense is strong enough to keep NaVi away. Tomzy in big time trouble. Xiaoku trying to confirm the kill, will do just that. On the left hand side, with 25 seconds left, they have yet to get back into that top right zone, and they need to do so if they don't want to be eliminated from the April monthly finals.
Zach is doing great work, but it's got to get super really quick to get on that zone. But in the meanwhile, Tomzy is doing as well. He's got no gadgets, no pop the pill there available to him. Great stuff from Cyclone. 66, 67, DOGSTER LOBSTER take the lead and survive on a little bit longer, but only just, and they know it. There is a
here in the nick of time as well for DOGSTER and LOBSTER, but they're far from being out of trouble just yet. Still a match point to fend off, and still a really strong NaVi comp, but we did see, you know, the ideas behind DOGSTER LOBSTER's comp, and I think Xiaoku played a phenomenal game for game 2 here. Just getting so much value on the left-hand side. Cyclone popping off now as well, pushing up in the zone and starting early on to get some percentages locked in for DOGSTER LOBSTER in enemy territory. A trade perhaps there between MMA and Cyclone should be. Tomzy is able to get it. Cube doesn't quite go for the swipe, and instead he's gonna go down, so loses it all together. Tomzy will fall, but it is gonna be a bit of an early lead for DOGSTER LOBSTER, not in total percentages, but in percentage locked in on the enemy side of the map.
Yeah, and that's really crucial to remember there, because I mean that's 70% effectively once they were able to capture their own, and a huge momentum boost for them to get that early start. And like you mentioned, Zach are doing great work, because getting Angel Boy out of that left-hand side lane is so crucial from preventing NaVi from doing exactly what they've done in the previous outset of this game. So Cube going down now as well, not able to stay in mecha form. Seems to be a bit of a common occurrence this time round, as the aggressiveness of DOGSTER LOBSTER really shining. Tomzy clearing of the right-hand side and is massive, huge stuff for DOGSTER LOBSTER. Once they secure that, they can just focus on their own zone, and that's in their spawn.
Yeah, that is quite important, but at the same time, there's a full HP mech into DOGSTER LOBSTER's zone now. Cube just holding on to that position for the time being, and considering they already locked in their zone, they might not even need to go back in defense. If they can just hold on to this aggressive position, they could lock it in right here, right now. Cube low HP, 91% now for NaVi. Cube will go out of his mech, but is that gonna be enough now? 6% left of Flames as well to create some space. They're trying to make it happen, but maybe rushing it as well as they end up going down. Everyone falls on the side of NaVi, and Xiaoku is trying desperately to get back into that aggressive position he locked in earlier. But I don't know if that's going to be enough. NaVi are so close to the finish line. Cyclone is burning up as well. Angel Boy should be able to survive, but no, he doesn't. He goes down. Is there enough time here? They're in the zone, a couple percentages behind. I think they may have miscalculated, because right now Cube is going to lock it in.
The buff to Sandy a couple of months ago, what was it?
A little bit more damage, I believe. Yeah, just a little smidgen.
Okay, word.
And it's just enough to bring him into the forefront, just a touch more. But ultimately, it's going to depend a lot on getting that utility down, getting the supers early, and we'll see whether Angel Boy can do just that.
Yeah, I've felt for a while that Sandy's been slept on, no pun intended.
You meant that.
I did it, I swear! A little nudge might be all he needs. But a little shove is what he'll provide to Javi, as we're tied at 3.
Good start. Both sides really, but now that Cube comes into the forefront, really starting to get himself dug in deep and healing now as well. That's bad news for QUESO, but Javi does secure the left-hand side lane onto Angel Boy, and that's somewhat of a saving grace. In the meanwhile, though, on the right side, MMA does the exact same thing, and now with super to hand as well, going down now, short of the turret, providing that little bit of extra arsenal in the NaVi kit, and can go a long, long way. Sandstorm as well. You know, it's all looking very good so far. Great start for NaVi.
Sandstorm does a great job, and the countdown begins, but Boss finds a kill on the right side and is now hunting down Cube. Still in the mech, so has an extra life, so to speak, but the kill on the other side resets everything. 8 gems now as 2 hit the floor.
All right, coming down now as well, and that's going to give something for Javi to think about. He was trying to heal up along the way, and it's going to stay around 3,500 HP. Blacksea just trying to heal up himself, but Angel Boy is lurking, and the phase shift will not be enough to do it. 2 gems in the book of it. Oh, but no, the takedown on Angel Boy will reset things. We're now level Peggy, 8 gems aside, and that was a key takedown there for me on the side of QUESO.
immediate. That low latency response, so important from Team QUESO. Boss has been, exactly as his name states, the boss man. Really, really powerful play here from Carl. He's going to go in one more time, this time on Cube. Finds the kill on the left-hand side as well. Make it triple. The team combines and puts everyone down. It's a zillion gems in the pocket for Team QUESO.
What a play! I mean, that's just turned this entire game on its head, and there's not going to be nearly enough time for anyone to close the gap, surely here, but they're going to try for it. Boss might go down, but no!
Flank. If it does get a little too hairy, here comes Sandy, no problem. PS Angel, and then Team QUESO went, cool, everyone go. And they just erased all of that progress. New game, though. Might be a little bit different for NaVi this time around. First kill goes to Team QUESO Arc, but we're tied at 2. And although Black Sea is in the mid, I'm not sure if he's going to stay there as Cube wins the fight in the right lane.
Yeah, that mech survivor ability is just now quite insane, isn't it, to see? But out of mecha form, so he'll have to earn that back. Speed coming in from Black Sea and decides to go on the aggressive. Angel Boy, very weak, does go down. And meanwhile, Cube is trying to keep Black Sea low in the phase shift. Will work out better that time round, but he has fed the mech. And that will allow a bit more support in this left-hand side lane. Big taps onto NaVi there, and MMA will finish him off.
5 gems to 4. And MMA not done on the left side, pushing Black Sea out as well. Man, NaVi, head on a swivel as QUESO tries to find the flank time and time again. But NaVi know about it, and MMA is winning this 1v1 over and over and over again.
Boss comes in. Q very low. Oh my word, able to survive. The toolbox yet again in the kit of NaVi, which I always kind of question. But I mean, hey, it works for them, right? So let's just keep going with it and rinse, cycle, and repeat. In the meanwhile, they managed to bring this back under what was a very, very close call there. 9 gems. Black Sea can't contest the mid, leaving NaVi all alone to do so. But now the countdown is on. But can NaVi hold it this time?
May. Just doing work. Cube holds all 10 gems, and now it's up to the team to just stand in front. Cube takes this one. NaVi get game 2.
Kind of iron exterior that's going to be, and another one as well. Let's see, though, in the early outsets, who is going to get the upper hand. Cube going very, very aggressively into the mid and does collect 2 gems for his trouble, but Team QUESO playing the slower and patient game. Back splatter into the mid from NaVi there will just allow Cube to think twice about how aggressive he was going in, but out of mecha form almost there as well. So a very aggressive start from NaVi. They've got to be a little bit cautious here. They don't get too confident, actually.
NaVi goes ahead and winds up falling down a little bit. Yeah, confidence is one thing. I really think that they just fell in the execution here, trying to make this lane swap happen. Cube trying to shift over to the right side, and MMA just kind of walked into it. QUESO now looking for the all push as Black Sea makes his way up left lane, but it's a good trade, 2-on-2 now, as Team QUESO has mid control for all.
Big sweet dreams done there as well from Angel Boy, but he will go down nonetheless, and Cube's going to have to try to juke his way around this. The shield won't be nearly enough, and the gems now with MMA, not really where they want to be under this scenario, but nonetheless probably going to be split. Let's see, though. It will mean that he'll have to be a bit more cautious as to how aggressive he is going to be on these left-hand side lanes, but nonetheless, the turret will help out considerably, and 2 gems in the pocket for Cube. 1 more sitting down the right for Angel Boy to pick up. They're split 3 ways now, but that might actually be okay. As long as they can keep banking and keep back Team QUESO from this mid, there could be a countdown coming in soon.
I think the spread gems might be an issue. They really want to play Protect the President with Cube being said president. He's got a big HP pool, and it's been successful up to this point. Obviously knocked out here as Black Sea makes a great flank. Angel Boy can't deal with Boss. And the Carl wins not once, but twice. All the gems on the floor. Cube tries to make the play, but he can't. Boss is alive, gets on out, but can't grab all of the gems. And so we're back where we started, except NaVi might be even better. They hit 10. That's countdown.
11 from the mid as well. It's got to be a takedown. Cube with a huge swipe on the left. Takes care there of NaVi. It's down to Boss and Black Sea, and Black Sea's incredibly low. Boss going in as well. We'll get the takedown, but is it too little, too late? 2 seconds on the clock. Not going to happen. NaVi come out on top.
Been a couple, like once or twice across the BSC region wide, but it's usually been like a cheeky pick or some like This just makes a lot of sense. And it's NaVi, so I'm excited. Like, you know, they play off-the-wall stuff. So that's what I'm here for, Bob. Boss on the bottom side, though, immediately going to work. Bringing the enemy safe down to 64% from the Primo.
Love that confidence displayed there from Cube, just knowing that the mute was going to poison trickle down boss, and very at ease to leave him to it. But now Javi and Blacksy have broken through the mid, and that's going to be a tremendous amount of damage. A swift takedown though was needed, and Cube did land the shot just as he had to. In the meanwhile, Angel Boy's getting consecutive taps, and we are definitely getting a bit of a base race here. But now MMA and Cube behind this push, and this could well be over for NaVi here, as they might be able to skew the damage. They need 9% is left, and a chance to glimmer for Team QUESO to respond.
Ton of time left though, so if QUESO can't, if NaVi can't get back up the field, QUESO can respond. MMA has to choose defense or offense, ultimately chooses the former.
Wow.
Both of his teammates go down though, and here comes Primo to deal with Angel Boy as well. So that 9% is a gigantic 9%. Still a minute to go, and NaVi have not made any progress.
Oh, a bit of a missed jump there from Blacksy, but I mean, Javi was doing amazing work, just juggling his tasks, and the burn down there will be there onto the safe, but it is defended, allowing Angel Boy to start to sneak through. The slow from Javi is big, but is it going to be enough? The shots do land. 212 HP left on the safe. 1%. Team QUESO have got to end this and end this now before MMA rolls in.
He's going to roll in, and he's going to get it done. NaVi. Man. Where we watch NaVi kind of one by one go in and get killed, go in and go killed, and go in and go killed. Finally, they coalesce, and they make the play as a team. Nice job, kind of. They lost it a little bit, but they brained it back in, and that was important.
Angel Boy's going to town. I mean, he missed the super there, but he's able to cycle them so quickly, does it even really matter? And QUESO have got to be able to take him down. You know, he is a problem that they're just not dealing with at the moment. There's already so much damage dealt. The safe's down to almost 50%, and we barely even started the game.
Very troublesome. Game number one, Team QUESO said, we'll fight fire with fire, and went aggressive. This time around, they pay attention to him, but Angel Boy is able to dodge enough that they don't take him down immediately. So it's 52% left for Team QUESO. MMA gets in there to sneeze a little bit. But NaVi still have 90%, as QUESO this time around didn't race against the base.
Blacksy now going to jump in, but has to be a bit hesitant to do so, because there's the stun and it will land. Angel Boy clears up the right-hand side lane, and as well as MMA rolling in, and more damage comes down. The early game is not great for QUESO here. NaVi know it. They're going on the hunt very early on before they can, you know, get those surge mobilities in play. But I just worry a lot here. Team QUESO may have left it just a little bit too late to respond here. MMA on the left clears things up. Angel Boy still alive. Nice. Boss finally gets it. They've got to go on the aggressive now. Team QUESO have got to give NaVi something to worry about.
Honestly, if I'm Team QUESO, this is a 2-on-2, and Boss's job is to simply punch Mike. Angel Boy in his first defensive position of the entire set winds up winning it. 30% left for Team QUESO. No, never mind. It's gone. NaVi win again.
A bad pick whatsoever, but Black's going to be taking the reins on this B, and already a big battle for the mid as Javi pops the early gadget there to try to get mobility and damage kicked up a little bit of a gear, and Cube does fill the front of it. Good tap so onto Boss in the meanwhile, keeping the amplified shot above his head, and MMA trying to capitalize for that very reason. But so far, Team QUESO is holding further in the mid.
Angel Boy right now focusing on, well, dealing damage. Took care of some grass on the left side as the mid lane loses the matchup, but MMA and Angel Boy combine to find the kill. Eve gets knocked up as Javi jumps on in, and now it's Angel Boy versus 2. Boss takes down Cube on respawn. And an easy kill on Amber. And Team QUESO, for as sleepy as they've looked in the early stages of this set, Mark, they're making their moves now.
Yeah, they are. Well, quadruplets came in from the Eve Super, but Cube quickly sorted things with a super of his own. Taking down now, though, 65% and climbing now for Team QUESO into the mid. They've been really spending a great deal of the objective in mind, and can't really say the same for NaVi, and just a 22% for that, and a big jump in there from Javi. Gets the kill as well onto MMA, and now it's Cube left all alone. It's just target practice here for Blacksy, continuing to tap. Cube is surely about to go down, but nonetheless, why not just leave him low? Exactly that, buy time on the objective. Team QUESO with a night and day difference now, as this looks to be potentially a set which they can manage.
We're not fooled. 99 turns into 100. So didn't allow NaVi a chance to breathe whatsoever. Angel Boy did the work. Won some matchups, got rid of some grass. MMA killed people. I don't know if it's Eve specific. The RT though, I could use more of, and there it is. 1 kill turns to 2. And MMA wins their fight as well, and so NaVi steps up forward, stands on the pit, and will gain some percentage. 20% just like that.
Yeah, solid stuff, really. But it's going to be quite key to see how Team QUESO respond. It's the first time that they've realistically been under pressure, and they are responding pretty well, let's be honest. 1, 2, and now the third, just Angel Boy left alone, and he goes down as well. That was a really great retake from Team QUESO there, and some confidence to add to things, because they are 2 sets down, they need it. But now a Cube with that big pickup onto Blacksy with a 2 versus 3, not an easy one to go for, and Javi's going to come short there onto the jump, and oh, now it's not looking too good. NaVi could well be on the way to a match point scenario, but I mean, we've seen that in the previous 2 matches, and we know what happened there, so I don't want to speak too soon and let the caster's curse come back around full circle here, but so far, it's good resilience here from Team QUESO. They've brought things back a little bit. They are behind. They've got 30% now. They've got to get it more to 60.
Well, Cube certainly have a better game this time around. A couple of very important kills coming from the RT. I'm still looking at Angel Boy, though. Trades out versus Javi with some help from the mid lane. And now it's 2-on-2. Team QUESO on the point. The Cheesy Boys now take the lead. And it's up to Angel Boy to try and find some position on this mid lane. Teammate to the left dies. And Angel Boy all by themselves falls down.
10% now and closing. It's going to be a huge defense for NaVi because they do take back control over the mid. Now's the chance to buckle down, but they've got to be very careful of these Blacksy shots because that will be the way to turn things around, especially if he starts to land them. But time is of the essence here. Team QUESO have got to make a push. They've got to go on the aggressive. NaVi are not far away from getting towards 90% here. It really is going to be a neck-and-neck finish.
Trouble. NaVi falls down. They lose the fight on the right-hand side. They lose the fight in the mid as well. MMA, the deployable is good enough.
Same way to EMEA because it is such a good pick, but it's never really utilized that much. We'll see whether it works out here for NaVi. I quite like it. I'm quite on side with both drafts here, actually. So I think it could be quite a close one, but we'll see who wants to gain that early start. And Team QUESO look to be wasting no time at all, pushing the ball forwards. And Blacksy's on the left-hand side. Might get caught off guard here. Big shield from Angel Boy onto Cube, and that will give a bit more of an opportunity. Javi's got to deal with this, and he's got to deal with it quickly. He's got scraps like a gadget. Will he use it? He will. Oh, my word! Lands every shot into him, and somehow Cube finds the angle.
Beautiful play by NaVi there, just winning the fight on the left-hand side, and clean and clear. Systematic play from NaVi. Blue, I didn't even get to talk about him because he didn't really do much. It was Cube and MMA in the mid and the left that really opened up the map. Boss trying to play better this time around as he lost the duel. Now Team QUESO have the advantage. It's up to NaVi to play defense here.
Yeah, QUESO really have got everyone locked down here. At the moment, NaVi are the rats caught in the trap, but finally a little bit of a breakthrough as the ball pushed through. Cube can take to the skies if he needs to, but he wants to keep a little bit of a firming hold on the ground just to keep his team able to come back and fully replenish themselves. Great QQ Popper gadget there for Angel Boy as he just takes care of business. Now pushing forwards, Boss incredibly low, and a bit of a missed shot from Cube. Blacksy, though, stunned out, should be a bit of a saving grace, enough for NaVi to secure the defense, and they're doing pretty well under the circumstances. That could well have been a goal there for Team QUESO, but they're staying cool and collected. That's what matters most, but more speed coming in now and a chance to retry that push.
I think that's the right call, trying to play it calm. 30 seconds is not a lot of time, but might be enough to be able to push this in, knowing the ball's in the back left. That said, with this performance from NaVi, I think that might be all she wrote here, Ark. It was important. No, it needed to happen. QUESO needed to win that fight. I don't think they have enough time here.
Yeah, if NaVi are going to be playing this smart, they'll put the supers onto the ball from the side of the Lou and just ensure that there's not enough time to get the ball in the first place, and that's exactly what they're going to do now. But BlackSea will clear up the right-hand side lane. There could be enough time here, but they've got to secure the takedowns with a really aggressive push, and that's exactly what they tried to do.
3 seconds!
Get it! Oh my goodness, but he gets it, but is it enough time? No!
Would have lost that, and NaVi go, there wasn't. They knew how it was going to go.
Insane stuff. Honestly, that was like such a difficult chance for Team QUESO to even get to the ball, and they almost scored out of it, but just the time was against them. They've got to learn from that. They've got to play more aggressively earlier on and give themselves these opportunities, and this could be very well one of them. The pass through to BlackSea. He's got the flying hook, but wants to get MMA down a bit lower, and it's just delayed things too much there. The shield was handed over, and as quickly as that, all of that momentum is diminished.
Tough stuff, man. The momentum, at the end of the day, you just need to perform it. BlackSea on the left-hand side gets looed!
Beautiful.
See you later, bud! Outplayed by MMA. Fantastic job out of the controller on NaVi.
Just gonna marvel and behold how MMA is playing this Lou pick. You really have. I mean, he's got so many supers this match. I'd love to see that stat come the end of this back and forth, but let's see for the moment. Team QUESO starting to secure themselves in a bit of a rough position. The ball was placed into a terrible spot there. Could have been better off the right-hand side, really, but it's allowing NaVi to recollect themselves and try to defend it more so, and that's exactly what they've done. They haven't got the goal yet. There's no goal on either side here, so it's a really key opportunity. They've got to take care of MMA. They've got to secure some takedowns, and BlackSea comes in. Everyone does their thing. The ball passed through, and that will secure it. A great time for it too, but Team QUESO now have got to play the defensive game. I don't know whether their aggressiveness is enough to hold their own for a second goal here. Let's see how they choose to play it, though. They've got options in that respect, but they might just choose to try to defend this as best they can.
Well, NaVi's going to get aggressive here. Lou Super already down. Mistake? We'll see. Well, BlackSea's allowed to live here. Cube makes the right flank. Oh, looks like it was the wrong moment. Team QUESO want to play it slow, and looks like game over here. 14 seconds left. NaVi. Cube's going to take to the skies and see if he can do it here, but I think that's all she wrote, folks. Going to a game 3 here at Brawl Ball.
So excited. Stop action in EMEA, and it just goes on, and I wouldn't want it any other way, to be honest. A great start, aggressive in nature there by Team QUESO. Some big takedowns happening. It's now a 2 versus 2, but BlackSea is still such a threat on this Carl pick, and Cube won't pick the skies. He'll take the death instead, because at the meanwhile, NaVi know that they can handle this 2v1 situation, and it's just going to be more fuel to the fire as MMA can't be close away now from another super. He just keeps cycling them over and over, and it's just such a headache for Team QUESO, but in return, they're bringing the speed to the mix, and that is what NaVi is struggling with.
Yes, he keeps cycling the super. I still think he's tossing out these supers a little willy-nilly, Arc. Team QUESO just gonna walk it on in. It's the second one, and it's the second one. Ooh, careful. Careful. QUESO so close to finding this dub here. And then just a pass up? No, okay. Blue Super says, not right now, man. Back it up.
A very important moment there for MMA, because BlackSea had full-on goal-scoring intention with that play there, and if he was able to get to the ball, it could very well have been that. Still, just that one goal there on the side of QUESO, and that gives them the confidence going into our final minute here. It's NaVi who needs to make the play. MMA has got super, a bit of a misclick there for sure. It's got to have been, unless he's preempting the fact that BlackSea might go in, but even then, I wouldn't go for that play myself. Angel Boy's left alone. This is a great scoring opportunity for QUESO. They can just secure it, but it was a biased time with the shield as well. So now the speed coming in. Can all 3 members of QUESO secure this right here? And now they're going in for it.
Oh, that's huge.
He gets it. Everyone taken care.
What are you doing?
Misclick from Javi.
What are you doing?
Oh my God.
No!
They've got the goal regardless. That is to be bared in mind. It won't be a complete enough to fumble, but it certainly was the misclick that could prove costly if NaVi can score this goal.
And that if could absolutely be a yes. Cube takes the pass, kicks it in. No, defended by Boss. Perfect timing, and Team Queso breathes a sigh of relief as they almost watched their hopes walk away. But close, so we'll see how it all works out here. NaVi, bottom side. Team Queso top. And Meg in that mech needs to be the first target. Otherwise, the late stages of this knockout round will be tough to deal with. Team Queso have NaVi in a corner. Not great. Here comes the tick. And, well, mitigated.
Great return to sender there. Use from Angel Boy, but I do admire the way the Team Queso have approached it so far. Keeping the pressure on the situation and keeping NaVi back, most importantly. That tick over time will just be able to whistle things down. They can just keep everything suppressed here. But now, keep coming in. Will it connect those? Boss there with a lovely little gadget pop, but MMA punches him for it. Blacksea will get
hit him!
off. Low HP, but he's outnumbered here. 2v1. They surely should be able to deal with this on the side of NaVi. Blacksea going to try his best to try to feed himself another super. Not going to matter. He'll come back in mecha form as well, regardless. And that round goes the way of NaVi.
Very, very close. Very, very close. Meg there, Blacksea could have turned on that. NaVi have to be, I mean, honestly, just better next time. Don't miss those shots, because you got away with it that time around. This time around, not so safe. 2 versus 3. NaVi on the bad side.
Blacksea amplified up, and Cube tries to take advantage of it. Can quite secure the kill though. Blacksea will have to earn a new mech. And that could be a bit of a saving grace moment for NaVi if they can start to rekindle this round. But it is really Team Queso to have all the high cards here. Trying to close the gap in and force back Angel Boy. Cube trying to just balance himself out here to allow a bit of an aggressive push whilst the peep comes in, but Tickhead coming in. Will it get taken care of? No, that leaves Cube incredibly low, and the tick shots will whistle him down even further. Team Queso have played this perfectly, and there's nowhere for Cube to go.
Nowhere to go at all. Round 1 and round 2 in opposite directions. And now we're here for the rubber round. Blacksea, again, the target of NaVi. They really want to get Meg out of this mech early on. And I've got to say I agree. I think that's the right choice.
Got to isolate it. Got to take care of it. It's so good at suppressing that back corner. And NaVi know it. Keep coming in. Again, another big last hurrah from Boss, but Blacksea takes the front of it as well. And the tick head was cleaned up quite nicely, so by NaVi, better than previously. And a few vengeful spirits from MMA do secure the takedown to Javi. It's now a 3 versus 1, and I don't even think Meg can handle this kind of scrutiny. It's going to be one easy pull, a bit of a spin from Angel Boy, and a securing of the round for
balance there, but NaVi does the dance. And so they are 1 set away from going to finals.
I've got to say that pin from Cube is vastly becoming more toxic than the Protesto. Thumbs down for me. I love it. It's got to be getting inside the minds of Queso somewhat, but regardless, they've got to keep all those emotions at bay and bring this one back as they are behind, but have got the comp and the legs to be able to do and bring this back against a team like NaVi. Even so, a match point, let's be honest, F. Today of all days wouldn't be the strangest of things to see. Big pressure though from Cube and big taps following up, and Boss will go down to Cube. Huge moment. 2v3 now. Blacksea trying his best to earn that mech. He's got the shield, but oh, he goes down. No good at all, leaving Javi all alone. And this round surely goes the way of NaVi.
And 1 away from finals. That one would look like a little oops from Team Queso, to be honest with you. I don't think they wanted to lose that. But NaVi here taking the field one more time. Javi with a great super. Well, Javi with a super. I'm not sure. That grass was useful, so not a bad play.
A really important takedown there. Queso outnumbered, but are they outmatched? Angel Boy's low as well. Return to sender will get Bots low a little bit here. MMA coming in on the jump pad, but now he's going to be out of position here. Gets the pull though to Boss. Huge pull from MMA. And it will survive on. Boss, though, can't do the same. 10 HP and a dream and big body blocks from Blacksea.
The barrel coming through. NaVi very happy that they didn't destroy that. Blacksea Back in the mech. That's going to be the most difficult part of this for NaVi to deal with. Tick doesn't have the super just yet. Everybody focusing on Meg. Blacksea alive for the moment. Cube will deal. And now, Cube versus Boss.
What?
Boss wins it.
The gas!
Just
the gas! Oh my word, the gas saved him! There was no way he was gonna win that! A Tick versus AP with legs? Oh my word, a saving grace! A chance still for QUESO! What a hand of God moment that really was!
I'm just speechless. I'm usually the big loud guy, and my mouth just opened agape. Oh my goodness. Stuck in the corner again is NaVi. And the Tick head goes and finds one, but it's 3-1, 3-2. NaVi have the upper hand.
Do they have the positioning power? That's the question. Return to center's big from Angel Boy. But Blacksea trying to keep everything under control. The swipe will miss. And now the chance for NaVi to respond with big taps. And Javi's low as well here. He can't really contest it. A chance for NaVi to escape this position and go on the aggressive.
Angel Boy missing these shots. Won't miss that one. I don't care how many it took. That's the one that landed. NaVi one away from finals. The pull is good. And NaVi are great.
Do what Zeta's division couldn't with the Grey as we go into our first matchup of today's grand finals.
Fight for the blue star has begun. Seems like Cube was tempted, but Yoshi gets punished early on. Beautiful TP from Angel Boy, and off the bat, it's gonna be 5 stars. Make it 7 for NaVi. What an explosive way to kick off the grand finals. SK Gaming already trailing, and are gonna have to try to be creative here. 1 kill onto Cube will help close the gap, and it's now 4 stars still in favor of NaVi.
Did I Chaos forget that Janet does piercing damage there? Because he seemed to be using the Salty Barrel as a protective measure, but MMA just shot straight through it and took him down. Regardless, though, bit of a chance to get a bit more of a healthy lead here. Jetson tapping up Angel Boy, goes for the jump, but it is definitely misplaced here. And a big portal from Angel Boy will secure his protective measure. 10 stars to the 5. NaVi closing in. There's already a big scoreline for what is just a minute left remaining. Begs the question, could NaVi do the unthinkable and end things early at the 20-star count? SK don't think that that is the case. They've got the penalty turret down and they're going on the aggressive. There's a lot of stars, let's be honest, from the head of Angel Boy there and MMA, so definitely plenty of time for a catch-up.
And Pool not going to connect this time from Angel Boy. That was his last one as well, but he got some good value from them earlier. Let's see. SK can close the gap a little bit before a final push. 1 more kill here would definitely help. But instead, it may come down to a team wipe. At the end, MMA is going to be flying up, but he's low HP. That also means that he can't reset his heals in the meantime. Cube also low. Kill from Yoshi last on MMA. 10-10, but blue star still favoring NaVi. They still need a kill onto anyone. Jump in at last. Is it enough? No, not quite. Cube 63.
Some lessons to be learned. SK went a bit too overly aggressive early on in the last game. I want to see them be a bit more slower paced in their approach. Oh, but that's not a great start at all. 1 falls, the second falls. Only a Chaos left. 5 stars as quickly as that into the pocket of NaVi. And again, Cube displaying that pin as we saw previously today. NaVi do seem to be in high spirits, it's got to be said.
Yoshi needs to be careful. Pull is there, and that's going to be a freebie for NaVi. Well done by Angel Boy. Jeden also just in so much trouble, is going to jump away, but Cube is ready. Greets him on landing with a supercharged shot, and 11 stars to 0, and even more convincing start from NaVi in game 2. Another TP from Angel Boy, and just getting all those finishes unpunished. The Salty Barrel will get pulled instead of IKOs, but MMA still finds the kill. With 5 stars left and about a minute left on the clock, this may very much be a game going all the way to 20.
The first time today might even be the first time ever in the BSC if it happens. 45 seconds is a great deal amount of time. It is going to happen, I feel. A great TP in there from Angel Boy, but taken care of. It's got to be said. Like Chaos on the right, trying to find the angle. Just trying to heal up as well. Jetson maybe a bit overzealous here as Cube has got the amplified shot. Angel Boy going in aggressive, but there it is! In their own net. That is now a thing with Willow, so I do understand it. it is a risky one. It's definitely a risky one. It's going to pay off here for NaVi.
Well, early on, it is not. Jumping onto MMA is going to be a free kill, and Yoshi just walks it in as SK take an early goal, or score rather, an early goal 25 seconds in. IKEO's jump is not quite going to make the landing as Angel Boy is ready. Q going to pass the ball upwards. Yoshi was a defensive jump. It's low HP across the board, but Gear goes down, and now NaVi return the favor. There's a goal of their own, 1 minute and 45 seconds in. Whoever scores next is going to take the game.
Big return for NaVi. They love that toolbox gadget for Meg, but hey, it works for them. I'm all for it. Big suppressiveness onto Yoshi there, and a bit of a helping hand from MMA. He's doing pretty well considering that Guille is such an accomplished Farley. He really is. But again, I want to see more use of that super early to warrant the pick for the Willow. Kind of prefer any other thrower at this point in time. Even Dynamite, Grom, they're all up there. Willow's definitely the bottom of the pack. Nonetheless, SK on the ropes here. And Cube knows it, big swipe. Chaos low gets him taken down. Yoshi unable to contest it. And Guille as well low, putting MMA into a great spot. The super pass is there, and as is the goal. NaVi respond with back.
If they win 2 lanes, they're fine. The Barley just doesn't really have the stopping power when the Meg is inside her mech. And the Ashe is pushing forwards, but there's a team wipe early on here. SK again able to score early on, about the same time it took in game 1. The problem was the aftermath afterwards, where NaVi were just able to get 2 goals in a row and take away that game.
Huge last call for Guille. Pass through is there. Chaos jumps in, gets the knockback as well. MMA just able to buy a bit of time, but is it going to be enough time? A bit of a fumble from Chaos. Couldn't quite get the ball to pass from Guille is enough. Just in the nick of time. To increase their confidence coming into this next set to come. But that is a bit of ahead of ourselves. Let's see how this one goes first.
Jump from Yoshi. Gets a kill, but Akios is alone in defense now. Cube gets the swipe, gets the kill. Akios looking for the trade. It's going to be low HP instead, and Cube will disengage. Akios still on stage 1. Looking to get that second stage, so he has that extra movement speed that will help him navigate through the map much more smoothly. MMA taking tons of damage, and Guille just playing outside the range nicely. Yoshi with a snipe to the left. Akios doesn't have jump, but he does unlock it now. Will go down. 2-on-2 where SK know they can't score, so they'll approach things more defensively.
He is doing work. His DPS has got to be pretty high, but now 3 versus 1, and Chaos jumps in, gets the knockback, gets the ball as well, buying so much time for his team to respawn back in. And Cube without the mech, gonna be lower HP than normal. Oh, will they get it? Yoshi with a great defense. Oh my word, the mind control, and that is what we were waiting to see from MMA. The Willow pick comes out strong finally for them.
We were waiting to see the impact of that Willow pick, and at last we do, but there's a chance here still for SK. Guille pushing forwards, will go down to the poison, and actually this opportunity shouldn't be allowed to be turned into a goal. Akios will go down. By the looks of it, we have a little bit of a reset with ever so slightly more mid-control here for NaVi. SK Gaming, they need a goal, otherwise they're going to be down 2 sets.
They're going to recover from that goal as well. I mean, it's definitely, it does pack a sting. I can assure you, when you're effectively scoring against your own team, it's not just the mind controlling the mechanics, but it also is one for yourselves with only 15 seconds remaining now. But the ball currently stands. I just don't see a way for SK to be able to get to it in any shape or form. Yoshi going to make an attempt, but not going to happen. NaVi really did well there, didn't they? Let's be honest. And they claw it back. They have come out on top with them. So it's a tough one to call so soon, so early on. But it's Angel Boy on the buzz. And that is always, always, always a bad day for someone.
Yeah, I could not agree more. He is an absolute danger. Is probably just gonna go down here, but he's allowed to heal up a little bit and actually gets a kill onto Ikenos. Should be able to connect the rest of his ammunition onto the save. That gives a nice early lead for NaVi, but one that Jeden quickly wants to equalize and does so successfully. A missball from Angel Boy, that's a lot of value. It takes a while to reload that Buzz Super, and in the meantime, he's pretty much just a sitting duck feeding supers. He does have his super back now. He's gonna use it onto Yashi. Cube is sneaking up onto that left side. And SK, they're committing 3 players to defend him off, but then they leave and let him be.
Still quite close in terms of the scoreline, just a 4% in it. It's NaVi. You want to fend off this push coming in as Chaos joins the mix now. The mute available to MMA could be very important here. But the HP too low to really contest the situation. Angel Boy's just waiting for a chance to go in. That was not it. Not even close, really. So we'll have to earn it back and stay in position. But SK already just kind of going a bit away from the radius. He would like to be able to earn it faster, and they're not giving it for free. Justin goes in with a flying hook as well. Protected pirouette. Just going to keep his survivability in check. We'll get just a little bit of damage. But in the meanwhile, on the other side of things, NaVi have caused some damage. They got the lead.
Yeah, now Yashi in the mid is not in the best position. Needs to fall back and will do so successfully. Beautiful kill from Ikenos with the help of Jeden onto that Buzz. The Colette super, it's gonna cause a pull as well. And Angel Boy is now suddenly in the middle of the action. Invincible as well for a second whilst he was fighting already in mid. And now only 3% are separating NaVi from a match point. They still need, well, actually, they have the lead, but they'll extend the lead furthermore. And Yashi knows that even if he were to push forward and get some more hits on safe, that would not be
The might of the world up against SK now. I mean, we've seen reverse sweeps today. That's safe to say, isn't it? We've seen 2, almost 3. But would it be a third today? A solid third? That's the question. Now or never for SK. But for NaVi, this is a huge moment for them, and they can feel it, they can sense it. They're this close now. They were breaking character just a little bit between the rounds. We saw the smiles coming back that we saw early in the quarterfinals. I think it's obvious as to why. A big jump in there from Cube does get a great deal of value, considering that Jetson had the protected pirouette in progress, and Angel Boy comes in with a big smash. But it is SK that come out on top and are able to now get themselves dug deep into the mid, and maybe a little bit of damage they can. Not going to be an opening there for NaVi to allow, so have to go back to the drawing board, but pretty decent, all things considered.
Oh, shoot. Still low. Trying to get as much value as he can whilst not healing up. Interesting interaction on the left. Had been a minute since I've seen it, but basically Angel Boy pulls the Carl and the Carl dashes away. But that doesn't get rid of the Buzz that's leached onto you. And look at that damage on safe. Body blocking as well very nicely to keep Angel Boy alive for longer, dealing more damage. 54%, that's the lead that was picked up by NaVi after that push, and with 2 supers available as well. One which is going to be missed by Angel Boy again. He's missed quite a couple, but the ones he's hit have absolutely made up for that.
MMA has got the muse as well, but SK have not been giving them many opportunities to use them, and have more than not been evading a lot of these supers, and that was a bit of a rough one there for Angel Boy. There's Chaos, it's some damage dealt. SK is still behind. 25 seconds left on the clock. Angel with a big stun, and that is going to be a big blow for SK. Jisten comes in, but how much damage can he realistically get? Not enough is the answer. And SK are going to repush. 15 seconds on the clock, Teddy.
This is a nightmare for SK Gaming. NaVi, all they need to do is defend, but if SK over-aggress, they can just jump in with the Bonnie, and they'll do that. Right now, get the final bits of damage. Overkill, maybe.